Ever feel like you're stuck in an endless cycle of learning and forgetting? Maybe you study hard, put in the hours, but just a week later, the details have vanished, leaving you wondering if you even learned anything at all. Here's a little secret. You're not alone, and it's not your fault. In fact, science shows that most of us are learning in ways that actually slow us down. Yes, that's right. Today, we're diving into proven, science-backed methods that can help you learn anything faster, retain it longer, and finally, break free from the frustration of feeling like you're stuck at square one. Stick around. This could be the change you've been waiting for. Learning can feel overwhelming, right? We're surrounded by information and expected to absorb it all, whether it's for school, career, or just life. But here's a surprising truth. Most of us were never taught how to learn in a way that truly sticks, and that's where our first concept comes in. Ever heard of the forgetting curve? This is a scientifically proven phenomenon that shows how quickly we lose information over time. Research reveals that without reinforcement, we forget nearly 50% of what we learn within just 24 hours. A week later, most of it is gone. Sound familiar? It's like your brain has a little delete button. But unfortunately, it doesn't ask for permission first. Thankfully, scientists have uncovered methods to actually hack this deletion process and retain information longer. Let's jump in. Let's start with something called interleaving. If you're used to mastering one topic before moving to the next, interleaving suggests the opposite, mixing up different but related topics within a study session. Research shows that switching between concepts, let's say practicing math and then moving on to physics before coming back, improves your ability to learn each subject. It's like working out different muscle groups in a single gym session. You build a more balanced understanding. Interleaving is powerful, but there's another technique that's all about your senses. Did you know that engaging multiple senses during study sessions can enhance your learning? Science reveals that when we combine visual, auditory, and kinesthetic elements, our brains create stronger connections. So, if you're reading a textbook, try drawing diagrams, explaining concepts out loud, or even teaching someone else. Yes, talking to yourself does not make you crazy, it actually makes you smarter. Now, while interleaving and multisensory learning build a solid foundation, our next technique helps you solidify and apply that knowledge. Enter elaborative interrogation. This is a fancy term for asking yourself deep, meaningful questions about the material, like, why does this make sense? Or, how does this connect with what I already know? When you actively question information, it forces your brain to dig deeper, find connections, and create a web of understanding that's much harder to forget. Think of it as building a map in your brain, instead of just dropping pins here and there. With each question, you're connecting new info to what's already in your mind. But what if I told you that there's one more technique, a technique so powerful that it can shift your learning speed into overdrive? Alright, here's a concept that could change the way you approach any subject, any skill. It's called chunking. Basically, chunking involves grouping information into smaller, meaningful units. Our brains naturally remember items in chunks, like a phone number, because they're easier to recall than a random string of digits. So if you're learning something complex, break it down into manageable sections or chunks. Instead of memorizing an entire page of notes, try grouping related ideas. Once you understand each chunk, you'll be surprised at how quickly the whole picture comes together. Think of it like assembling a puzzle. Much easier than trying to memorize the whole picture piece by piece, right? To wrap up, we covered some powerful strategies: interleaving to improve focus and retention, multisensory learning to engage different parts of your brain, elaborative interrogation to deepen understanding, and chunking to make information manageable. If you start using even one of these techniques today, you'll see a difference in how quickly you learn. And remember, imagine applying these to everything you've been struggling with, whether it's school subjects, career skills, or personal projects. The time to take control of your learning is now. Thanks for watching. If these tips sparked something for you, don't let them slip away. Hit subscribe for more science-backed tips that make learning easier. And don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who could use a boost in their learning journey. Let's unlock potential together.